Unit 5, Systems of Equations and Inequalities. Question number 1. So question number 1 wants us to write an inequality from a context. So things we need to memorize is that whenever you see at most, it's going to be this operator, less than or equal to. At most means that that's going to be the most that you can go to. At least means a greater than or equal to. No more than is a less than or equal to. No less than is greater than or equal to. So let's see how it applies to this context. So the question says Brooklyn has P pennies and N nickels. Okay, so that's important to us. So P represents pennies and N represents nickels. So P is pennies, and you should know that a penny is 1 cent. Okay, N represents nickels, and you should know that a nickel is 5 cents. Okay, the word and means something to us. So the word and, if I said me and you, that means that there's two people. So and means you add. Okay, it says she has a minimum of 17 coins altogether. So that also means something to me. Okay, so that verbiage, a minimum of 17, means that we have 17 or more. So 17 would be the smallest quantifier, or more. Okay, so again, this means 17 or more. Okay, so let's set up our equation. So it says we have P pennies, so a penny is 1 cent for a penny, and means we add. Then we have N represents nickel, and nickel is 5 cents. And then no more than means that this, or a minimum of 17 means that this would be 17 or more. So this is going to be bigger than 17, or at least equal to 17. So this is what your inequality would look like. So let's try the next one. So the next one says Bashir is working 2 summer jobs, making $15 per hour lifeguarding. So that's important to us. $15 per hour lifeguarding. And we know that the word and means that you add. Okay. And then it says $13 per hour tutoring. So that's important to us. It says Basir must earn a minimum of $230 this week. So again, that's going to be important to us. Okay. Write an inequality that would represent the possible value for the number of hours lifeguarding, which is represented by L, and the number of hours tutoring, represented by T, that Bashir can work in a given week. So again, L represents lifeguarding. Okay, and it says that they're earning $15 lifeguarding. T represents tutoring, and it says that they're earning $13 tutoring. We see where it says a minimum of $230, so a minimum of $230 means that they would have $230 or more. So that would mean $230 or more. So now we can go ahead and write our equation. So our equation is going to be that we have $15 lifeguarding. That's what we earn. 15 lifeguarding. Lifeguarding represented by L. The word and means we add. $13 tutoring. You don't need to put a dollar sign. And it says a minimum of $230. So that means that this is going to be $230 or more. So again, this is going to be $230 or more. Okay. The or equal to means that it's equal to $230, and then this is going to be bigger than $230, so $230 or more. So let's try the last one. So the last one says Fatomata and her children went into a movie theater and will buy drinks and candy. Each drink costs $5.50, so that's important to us. Each drink costs $5.50 because that's, we're comparing drinks and candy. The word and means that you add. Each candy costs $3.75, so that's important to us. Fatoumata has a total of $65 to spend on drinks. Okay, so she has a total of $65 to spend on drinks and candy. Write an inequality that would represent the possible value for the number of drinks purchased, D, so D represents drinks, and the number of candies purchased, C, so C represents candy. So again, D represents drinks, and each drink costs $5.50. Okay, C represents candy, and each candy is worth $3.75. Okay, so what also I see is that it says she has a total of $65 to spend, so $65 to spend means that the most that she can spend is $65. Okay, so she can spend $65 or less. Okay, she can't spend more than 65 because that's the amount of money she has. Okay, so now we're gonna write our equation. So drinks is $5.50. We don't need to put a dollar sign. Drinks represented by D. The word and means we add. So candy is $3.75. And then when it says that this is the most that she can spend, that means that this amount has to be less than 65. So it has to be less than, and it can be equal to 65, so or equal to 65. Okay, it can be bigger than 65. Okay, I think you can always remember is that the operator always faces what is bigger. So this is saying that 65 is going to be the biggest it can be. This is smaller than 65. It's less than. This is saying that this is going to be bigger than or equal to 230 because this is the minimum, and this is saying that it's going to be bigger than or equal to 17 because this is going to be the minimum. Okay, so again, just like that.